In our previous video, we dived into the creation of Angular components, registering them in modules, and component selectors. Now, let's try to understand few more things about Angular components. Each component usually has three important parts: TypeScript code, a template, and styles. This is the TypeScript or the TS file which contains the logic and behavior of your component, defining how it functions and interacts with the application. The template is responsible for components view, describing the structure and content the user see in the browser. And lastly, the .css file, which defines the component's appearance by specifying its CSS rules and layout properties, ensuring it looks just right. Here, inside the decorator, since we have already covered the selector property, let's jump to the template URL property. This property defines the path to an external HTML file that contains your component's template. This is where you describe what your component will display on the web page. Like you see here, the external file is homecomponent.html, and whatever HTML you will write inside this file will get rendered for this component on the web page. If I change this to Akash Fulltechstack, it will now render this on the browser here. But there is a more compact way to handle these templates. You can use inline templates directly. Let me show you how. Instead of templates URL, let's simply type template property here, and within the backtick I can simply include a plain HTML code just like I used to write in my external template. I'm going to write div Akash Mehra, div closed, and save it. You see, it got updated in our browser. Similarly, the styles URL property points to the external CSS file that contains the component style. This is where you specify how your component should look and feel. Now I'll change the CSS here and give my text a color red, let's say, and hit save and done. You see, the color got updated to red. And as for styles, the styles property allow you to include inline styles within your component file. So let's give it an inline style, and again they are gonna get enclosed within backticks, and let's change the color this time to blue, and now save. Yes, you see the updated color is blue now. Now let's get back to the selector and see that whenever we are creating a new component, be it the home component or the login component, we are getting this app as prefix in our selector, though we have never specified it in our component generate command. But then where is it coming from, and is it possible for us to change it to a custom selector prefix, let's say to FTS, app, Akash, or anything else? And guys, if you remember, we have already covered it while we were understanding the folder structure and we were learning about angular.json file in our previous part. So let's revisit our angular JSON file again. And here in the projects node, you will find the configuration of selector prefix here. You see its app here. So let's change this to custom this time and save it. Now let's create a new component named comp1, and for that terminal and then ng space g space c component name comp1 and hit enter. Component got created. Now let's open the TS file. So yes, you can see it has custom as selector this time. Now whenever you are gonna create a new component, it is gonna get prefixed with custom selector. But if you do not want to change the global configuration of the project and instead you want to define a custom prefix for a component while creating it, then you can set it in the generate component command. Let me show you how. ng space g space c for component and comp2 this time, hyphen hyphen prefix, again space, and Akash this time. Let's name it Akash, hit enter, open the ts file, and you can see the prefix is Akash now. Now let's go to our app component template and try to render these components. Comp1, comp2, hit save, and ta-da! So, by following these steps, you can set a custom prefix for your component selectors to better suit your project's naming convention. If you have found this tutorial informative, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more Angular insights. Happy coding! Thank you everyone.